We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School where the Stebbins Indians will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Unoxil Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. My name is Brandon Coverman. You're looking live at the Hive here at Sidney High School. Glad to have you here on NKTelco Sports on this Friday night in the Miami Valley League and a huge showdown in the Valley Division as the Sidney Yellow Jackets have a 2-game lead in the Valley Division, and they take on the Stebbins Indians here tonight, trying to keep pace at first place. Taking a look first at the Stebbins Indians, they sit at 3-8 overall in the Miami Valley League. They're led this year by Ravon Harris-Bell at 13.2 points a game. They get 9.5 from Gianni Harris. And these Indians fell by 10 to the Sidney Yellow Jackets on the other side. Taking a look at Coach John Willoughby's squad in his 6th year. Taking a look at this team, they're led in scoring by Sam Reynolds right at 14 points a game. They're trying to keep pace again at top of the Miami Valley League. They defeated the Stebbins Indians in their first matchup, 61-51, and they're looking to stay at top of the Valley Division and bring home a conference title in this 2-tier division in the Miami Valley League. So as we get ready to start here, we'll step aside. We'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and keys here next on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back here to NKTelco Sports as we start here tonight. Let's take a look at our Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups. First, for the Stebbins Indians, it's number 1, Keani Scales. Number 2, Ravon Harris-Bell. Number 10, Gianni Harris. Number 12, Camden Keller. And number 13, Lavelle Lyles. As the Sidney lineups get Sidney starting lineups coming, brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies.
And now the starters for your Yellow Jackets.
As we get our Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups. Number 33, Ethan New. Number 13, Jace Daniel.
Number 12, Mitchell Davis.
Number 12, Mitchell Davis.
A 6-foot senior, number 10, Jai.
Number 10, Jai Foster Wheeler. And number 2, Sam Reynolds. Again, all starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. The Sidney Yellow Jackets are coached by John Willoughby. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Kegel Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First, for the Stebbins Indians, they want to play aggressive. They want to be able to have good floor spacing and be able to hit their free throws. Sidney wants to limit the turnovers, win the rebound battle, and be able to play a full game of basketball here tonight against a good Stebbins Indian squad, and we thank Kegel Pizza for those keys to the game. Tip is controlled, not controlled. It's going to be Stebbins basketball. As Sidney has the basketball, they get it in over to Sam Reynolds, the lead scorer, averaging 14 points a game. Has that ball taken away there momentarily as there's a scrap on the floor. And that ball goes back to Sam Reynolds. Again, Reynolds averaging 14 points a contest. One of the top scorers in the Miami Valley League. As he rejects the screen, he goes to the left side. He goes back to New, back over to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds gets a screen from Davis. Reynolds goes back over to Jace Daniel. Reynolds on the inside through contact, throws it up. And Sam Reynolds will shoot 2 free throws here to start the contest here for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Against number 12, Caden Keller. 2 free throws for Sam Reynolds, and a packed house here at the Hive tonight. I think it's a little cheerleaders night at halftime as Reynolds cans the first free throw, gives Sidney a 1-0 lead here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Reynolds tips, knees, fires, and hits it. A 2-0 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead thanks to 2 Sam Reynolds free throws here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Harris Bell, the ball gets kicked over in the corner to Johnny Harris. Worked back over to Lavelle Lyles. Lyles with some spacing, goes to the left side, goes over to Harris. Back over to Keller. Back in the corner over to Scales. Scales, weighing his options. Stebbins being patient here, 1 minute in this ball game, and it's a 2-0 Sidney lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. They go on the inside to Ravon Harris Bell. Harris Bell in the corner, gives a shot fake. He takes it baseline. Again, showing the Stebbins patience here. They get it on the inside, up, under, and a smooth move there for Gianni Harris. Johnny Harris lays it in. We're knotted up at 2, 6:33 to go here in the first quarter on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Ball goes to the left side to Davis. Davis trying to get it to Jace Daniel. Kick it back out to New. New fires the 3, in and out. As Harris pulls down the rebound. Harris streaking up the right side. Harris goes over the right wing. Back over to Scales. Scales on the inside. He kicks it out for 3. Shot is good. That 3 canned there by Caden Keller. Or Caden Keller, I should say. And a 5-2 Stebbins lead over the Sidney Yellow Jackets. As they get it up over to Davis. Davis goes back on the right side. It's back over to Jace Daniel. Daniel at the top of the key. Back over to Reynolds. Student section trying to come alive here for Sidney. Reynolds as Sidney being patient here. Getting coached by a longtime head coach John Willoughby, as coming in here is going to be Julius Spradling.
Number 0, Scales, his first, team second. Yellow Jacket substitution number 5, Julius Bradley, replaces New.
Spradling goes up over to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds trying to go on the inside, kisses it off the glass. Shot is no good. Rebound for Stebbins as they come up. It's Ravon Harris-Bell. Harris-Bell on the inside. Shot is blocked, but he was fouled. So Ravon Harris-Bell will shoot 2 free throws for the Stebbins Indians. And these teams met 2 times last year. Sidney swept that matchup. Instead of looking to sweep the matchup here against the Stebbins Indians for the 2nd year in a row and in the 3rd year of this Miami Valley League. First free throw up, no good there for Harris-Bell. Harris-Bell up and good. Ravon Harris-Bell, the lead scorer at 13.9 a contest. With 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the Stebbins Indians have a 6-2 lead as goes up the floor, up over to Reynolds. Reynolds up, under, and they're going to negate that field goal away and say there was a travel. But he dragged his pivot foot, no argument from the Sidney faithful. Kick there momentarily. Ball stolen on the inside. Sidney up ahead. Lay-in is blocked. Ravon Harris-Bell got up there and swatted that away. Back on the other end, that ball is tipped out of bounds and will stay with the Stebbins Indians, excuse me. Harris-Bell on the inside, kicks it out. Back over to the left side. Fadeaway shot, rims out, rebound down to Sidney. Spradling on the left side. Spradling looking to make a move, gets up over to Jace Daniel. He'll shoot the 3, got it. Jace Daniel hits the 3 from the left wing. And Sidney back within 1 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 3:54 to go here in the first quarter. Low scoring affair here so far. 6-5 Stebbins ahead. Bell to the basket. Blocked by Davis, and it went off a Stebbins defender. And it'll be Sidney basketball. Spradling on the inside. What a silky smooth jumper right there by Julius Spradling. He nails that shot, gives Sidney the lead. Stebbins trying to get it right back. They miss a 3. Johnny Harris on the inside, and Davis says, get that out of here. Reynolds up ahead, lays it in. What a swing of events there for Sidney. Davis with the block, Reynolds with the lay-in on the other end, and it's a 9-6 Jacket lead here with 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Stebbins on the inside, lay-in is good. Right back from Keani Scales. Spradling with the basketball, works up ahead over to Jace Daniel. Back over to Spradling if that ball's tipped. There's no control there. So Sidney can bring it back up as Spradling will lock it up. Spradling barking out instructions to his teammates. Gives it back up over to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds back to Davis, trying to slip to the basket. Back over on the inside. Daniels shot in the lane. It's no good. It'll stay Sidney basketball. There should be a foul on Stebbins. Substitution in the ball game here. 24, Gabriel Scales. Gabriel Scales in the ball game.
As well as number 3, Josiah Brown.
Josiah Brown also in the game for Stebbins. A 9-8 lead here for the Jackets as Spradling gets the basketball up on the left side over to Davis. Try to get it to Davis on the inside. Gets it back out to Reynolds. Reynolds on the inside. And it's going to be a charge taken there on the inside there by Josiah Brown. Takes charge there, and they take the charge there, and it'll be a Sidney turnover. Under 2 minutes to go. Harris, the three, and the lead. Shot's no good. Stebbins gets the offensive board, though. Stebbins faces some relentless Sidney pressure. Try to drive on the inside, cut off. Ball's tipped, taken away. It's Jace Daniel. Daniel up ahead to the basket, gets a shot fake, and he walked. He slipped there on the inside and turns it right back over to Stebbins. Sidney leads the all-time series against Stebbins 19-4. Here in the school's 24th all-time meeting. So they're in the Miami Valley together, and Giovanni Harris cans a three from the right wing. Daniel looking to fire a three, get the lead right back. Shot's no good. Ball on the floor, and there's a jump ball immediately called there. And it'll be Stebbins basketball, a shade under a minute to go as Miles Fordemark's going to check in the ball game.
Yellow Jacket substitution number 3, Miles Fordemark. Replaces Davis.
A three from Harris. Giovanni Harris hits a three from the top of the key, and Giovanni Harris averaging 9 points a game. It's about at that at the end of the first quarter at 8. And it's a 5-point Stebbins lead in a blink of an eye. Vordemark on the left side. Vordemark kicks it out. Ball gets pitched back to Vordemark. Vordemark going to fire three of his own. Got it right back. Miles Vordemark points to the student section, says, I'm going to keep you in this. And the three is canned there. It's a 14-12 Stebbins lead over Sidney. There's Bell driving on the inside. Contact and one. Ravon Harris Bell go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul going to go against Jace Daniel.
Ravon Harris will go to the line, shooting one.
Rebound down over to Miles Vordemark, off the miss by Harris Bell. Sidney's got to work quickly. Jace Daniel loses the basketball, but he was fouled going for the basketball, so Stebbins player ran into his leg.
Foul from the Indians, number 12, Kate Keller, his second, 8-4. Indian substitution number 13, Lyles.
Well, Lyles in the ball game. 3.5 seconds to go for Sidney to make some magic happen here. Vordemark gets it in. He'll fire a three up at the horn. It rattled in and out, and Stebbins has a 12-16 lead here at the end of the first quarter. We'll step aside, come back with the second quarter of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Once again, that 50-50 winner is
Back here on NKTelco Sports, we'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of boys high school basketball. Here on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can catch the replays of this game February 7th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 11th at 2 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports as the Sidney Yellow Jackets trail by 4 after 1 quarter of play, and Spradling stepped on the line and turns the ball over to Stebbins. As Davis going to come back in the game. Yes, Jai Foster Wheeler is out the lineup. On Hairspell trying to get on the inside, stolen, taken away by the combination of Daniels and Reynolds. Reynolds loses that in transition, goes back over to Bell. It's a 3-on-1. Yvonne Harris-Bell coasts to the basket, swatted by Davis again. Mitchell Davis, ferocious defense. It goes back to Stebbins and they score. Basket by Gabe Scales, and it's a 12-18 lead as Stebbins has fell back into his zone defense. Sidney with the basketball. Daniel from the corner fires a 3. Weak side rebound over to Stebbins. So trying to avenge a loss here. Key Miami Valley League showdown. Ball goes in the corner. Ball is tipped and by Mitchell Davis. As the Jackets work it up ahead. Spradling gets that ball swatted and taken away. Stebbins been excellent in their transition here on both ends. As they hold on to a 6-point lead with 6:23 to go here in the second quarter. Ball goes to the right side. Jackets pushing on the inside. Stebbins trying to keep it alive as it's a kick, and it's, oh no, they're going to say there was mutual possession, and Stebbins was on the line, and it's going to be Sidney basketball. A 3-2 zone here shown by Stebbins to try to thump the Sidney Yellow Jackets here. Davis try to get it to a cutting Reynolds, but Stebbins active in that zone, forces another turnover. Going to the basket, attracting contact and one. Hitting the deck hard there is Kawani Scales. And Scales will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play, and Sidney is trailing by 8. Now going to go against Julius Spradling.
Scales will go to the line, shooting 1.
Shots up and good there by Scales. Scales with 5 now. We got a timeout. All timeouts this year on NKTelco are brought to you by Precision Strip. And while we are in this timeout, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and the St. Henry Bank. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Timeout sponsors, Precision Strip. Our starting lineup is brought to you by Emerson Copeland. And our player of the game, which I'll select at the end of this game, is brought to you by NKTelco. So, yeah, thank you for joining us here on NKTelco Sports. My name's Brandon Coverman. Glad to have you here on NKTelco Sports. It's a 21-12 Stebbins lead over Sidney, and the Indians have really been controlling this game here on a 9-0 run right now, and they lead the Sidney Yellow Jackets here after getting that old-fashioned 3-point play from Kawani Scales. As Miles Vordemark with the basketball. Vordemark drives on the inside, lays it in. Miles Vordemark. Shots up and good. He's got 5 now, and the Sidney cuts the deficit to 7. Sidney trying to sweep the season series against Stebbins. So in the first contest back in December, 61-51. And it's double round robin that the Miami Valley plays against all their teams in their conference in the 2-tier league, kind of like the Shelby County League does. every school in the Shelby County League, even the schools that aren't in the or every school that's, even if they're not in the Shelby County League, plays a double round robin. Even Lehman Catholic in the Three Rivers Conference plays a double round robin. And it was only Sidney that was known to do that, or not Sidney, the Shelby County League that was known to do that in basketball. But the creation of the Miami Valley League and the creation of the Three Rivers Conference just in the past few years, with a bunch of conference realignment in the local area, we've seen that double round robin happen in those two leagues. Now joining the Shelby County League in their fall and winter sports. Reynolds in the corner for three. Shot is up, dances around, it's no good, as Spradling hits the deck hard. He's down behind the play, and the official's going to stop play as Spradling is down on the floor, and fell hard and hit his head, and we're going to step aside here. 4:36 to go here in the first half. The Stebbins Indians lead the Sidney Yellow Jackets 21-14 here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Back here on NKTelco Sports as Spradling goes to the side and seems to hopefully be okay. He's going to walk out with the trainer. As Jai Foster Wheeler returns to the lineup. Sidney trailing by 7 with 4:28 to go here in the first half. Stebbins throws it out of bounds. It'll be Sidney basketball here. And they trail by 7. Again, 4:23 to go here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. My name's Brandon Coburn. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. Vordemark with the basketball. Going to go on the right side to Daniel. Back to Vordemark on the left side to Reynolds. Daniel with the basketball on the left side. Vordemark, he's going to fire 3. Got it. Miles Vordemark cans the 3 from the corner. Miles Vordemark, a week from the date that he had 33 points against the Piqua Indians. Gets him back within 4, and Gabe Scales gets some of that back as Stebbins extends the lead out to 6 as Reynolds with the basketball. He goes back over to Davis. Sidney trying to figure out this 3-2 zone. Daniel fires a 3. His shot is no good. Vordemark just barely avoided a foul there. Stebbins up, scoring to the basket there is Kawani Scales. As Reynolds has the basketball, it's an 8-point Stebbins lead, 25-17. Ball back to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Daniel. Back over to Davis to Reynolds. Daniel shoots in contact with Davis on the follow-up. Mitchell Davis just does not quit and is the enforcer on the inside for this Sidney team. (25-19). Sidney trying to creep back in this game. It was a 16-12 Stebbins advantage at the end of the first quarter. They extended that lead as much out to 8 in the second quarter. Ball gets kicked into the corner. Shot up, no good. Rebound back over by Scales. Put it back up, and Davis swats it away. Mitchell Davis with 4 block shots his first half. He's played really well as Rayvon Harris-Bell, the lead scorer for Stebbins, comes back in the lineup. There's Bell on the inside. Gets it up, and it's fouled on the backside, I believe, by Foster Wheeler. The officials for tonight are Tony Kopak, Walter Selden, and Randon McNeil. Those fine gentlemen in stripes for giving us the calls tonight. Again, making these long drives here. As officials sometimes get underappreciated, I believe, here, as we know there is an official shortage here in high school basketball, as Lyles is empty with both free throws. Sidney cannot get the rebound, though, so a good alternative here for Stebbins as they can reset the offense here with 2 minutes exactly to go till halftime. 25-19 Stebbins on that First National Bank first scoreboard. Harris for three, got it! Giovanni Harris with 3 threes, and he's got 11 points as Stebbins' lead extends out to 9. Sidney needing to get to halftime. Try to figure out the zone as Vordemark shots up, no good. Davis puts it back up. Mitchell Davis cleans it up. He's got 4. Oh, some great defense on the inside. Stebbins trying to make a move to the basket. To the right side, 3 is good. Josiah Brown bangs home a 3, and it's a 10-point Stebbins lead. Key Miami Valley League showdown for Sidney. Daniel trying to get that 3 right back. Too much on it. On the cleanup there is Jai Foster Wheeler. Jai Foster Wheeler lays it in. It's an 8-point deficit now for the Jackets. It's tipped out. And it'll stay Stebbins basketball. Harris Bell on the inside. It's on the floor, and it's going to be a travel there as Stebbins turns it back over. And what's a 10-point lead has diminished down to 8. And Sidney a chance to hopefully cut into that before halftime. As Miles Vordemark will walk it up the floor. Vordemark going to be patient. Good idea here for Coach John Willoughby. And saw Coach Willoughby at the MLK Classic. His alumni, Willard, played there. They played against fellow Shelby County School Russia, the Fort Laramie MLK Classic. Vordemark gets a screen from Davis. Vordemark on the inside. Vordemark goes on an isolation play. Shot's no good. Giovanni Harris at half court throws it up at the horn. It's nowhere close. But we're at halftime here at the Hive. It's a 31-23 Stebbins lead over Sidney. And we'll step aside, recap the first half, bring you the stats in recap, and bring you the second half of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Laramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, halftime at the Hive. It is a 31-23 Stebbins lead over Sidney here at the halftime break on NKTelco Sports. Let's take a look at the individual scoring from the first half here. First, taking a look for the Stebbins Indians. They were led with 9 points, or actually 11 points from Gianni Harris, 3 from Camden Kettler, 4 from Gabe Scales, 3 from Ravon Harris-Bell, 3 from Josiah Brown, and 5 for Kiwani Scales. And for Sidney, they were led with 7 points from Miles Fordemark, 4 from Sam Reynolds, 2 from Julius Spradling, 4 from Mitchell Davis, 3 from Jace Daniel, and 2 from Jai Foster Wheeler. After one quarter of play, Stebbins led 16-12. And our score at halftime is Stebbins 31, Sidney 23. Again, Sidney leading that Valley Division. They have West Carrollton breathing down their neck, 2 games behind. If Sidney falls tonight, so opening in the door for West Carrollton to get back in. Sidney does face West Carrollton in about 2 weeks on February 3rd as Sidney tries to wrap up the Valley Division. Again, Sidney's next game is Tuesday here against Vandalia Butler. That'll be a game that you can catch here on NKTelco Sports. I'll be on the call for that game along with Michael Laws. My name's Brandon Coverman. Glad you can join us here on NKTelco Sports. And Stebbins in that second quarter switched to a 3-2 zone, which befuddled Sidney there for a little while. And as we start the second half of action here between Stebbins and Sidney, we're thankful that you can join us here in January on the third Friday in January there, as a quick travel starts this second half as Julius Spratling's in as he took a hard fall, and glad to have him back in the lineup as Sam Reynolds with the basketball. Trying to get on the inside of Mitchell Davis. Davis trying to make a move with his left hand. Gets out to Miles Vordemark. Vordemark fires a 3. Shot's no good. Rebound cleared, and he'll stay with the Jackets of Sidney. Ball poked out. He'll stay with the Jackets. 31 seconds burned in this third quarter. Get it into Miles Vordemark, and Vordemark puts it in. Vordemark with 9 now to lead all Sidney scorers. Harris-Bell in transition, shot up and in. Boy, what a smooth move by Ravon Harris-Bell, the lead scorer at 13.9 a contest. 2 ball screens on either side for Spradling to take it to the rack. Spradling gets it right back. Julius Spradling with 4 points now. Sidney gets a steal back, and they're quickly on offense. Ball to the left side to Daniel to Vordemark, back to Reynolds to Vordemark. Vordemark going to fire a high arcing 3, in and out. Rebound down to Giovanni Harris. Harris tries to get up ahead. Spradling picks it off. Spradling zips through the defense, and he sidestepped the defender. Layup was no good. Vordemark the rebound. Vordemark trying to power it in. Ball's kicked out. Up ahead, it's Scales. Scales trying to lay it in. Shot fakes. Makes 2 defenders miss. Wow, what a play by Kiwani Scales. He made not 1 but 2 Sidney defenders miss as Reynolds on the inside kicks it out to Vordemark. Left side to Daniel. Back in the corner to Spradling. Deflected, and it'll stay Sidney basketball. But wow, what a play by Scales. His 2 Sidney defenders blew by him, and he was able to lay it in, and it's an 8-point lead for the Stebbins Indians. Three from Daniel on the right wing. Shot's no good. And deflect off Stebbins. He's Sidney basketball. Sam Reynolds telling his teammates smart shots. Vordemark puts it in. Miles Vordemark in double figures. And Sidney back within 6 as they're applying a little three-quarter court pressure here. 3-ball in the corner, high arcing shots, no good, as Reynolds tips the basketball out to Spradling. Spradling straddling that right side. Spradling looking to make a move. Spradling out to Reynolds. Reynolds going through his legs, calling for a ball screen here. He gets around, pulls up a shot, in and out. Sam Reynolds been a little quiet tonight, scoring-wise, only with 4 so far. As we're approaching 5 minutes to go on the first National Bank Think First scoreboard in the third quarter. Giovanni Harris to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound goes down to Vordemark. Ball on the right side to Reynolds. Back to Vordemark. Spradling back to Jace Daniel. Daniel back to Spradling. He's trying to move around the Sidney offense on this offensive set. Spradling goes to Vordemark. Really a quiet third quarter scoring-wise here after that flurry we had here in a bit. Vordemark fouled going to the basket, so Miles Vordemark will shoot 2. Again, Vordemark had 33 against Piqua in a loss at 33 of 48 Sidney points as Jai Foster Wheeler going to come in for Davis. And Gabe Scales going to come in for Stebbins.
Yellow Jacket substitution, number 10, Jai Foster Wheeler.
First free throw is no good. Vordemark looking to connect here to cut the Jacket deficit to 5. Vordemark dips knees, fires, and cannot connect. An empty trip there for the Jackets as Stebbins races up ahead quickly. They kick it out to the corner over to Scales. Goes back out to number 12, Cannon Keller. Keller redirecting the offense. Sidney applying some ball pressure. Reynolds steals it away. Reynolds to the rack is fouled. Sam Reynolds just crept in there. Could see him coming all the way from up in the crow's nest view that we have here at the Hive. And he came in here and swiped that ball away, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Reynolds cans the first free throw. Jackets back within 5 as we have a substitution coming in. That's Josiah Brown. Josiah Brown coming back in the lineup for Stebbins. And Reynolds cannot connect on the second one. Reynolds up to 5 now. It's a 35-30 lead here for Stebbins. Shots no good on the inside, but the cleanup is good there for Lavelle Lyles, his first score of the game. A 7-point lead for Stebbins. Spradling on the inside. Daniel fires a 3, shots no good. Rebound down to Daniel. Foster Wheeler trying to put it up, it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay Sidney basketball. Reynolds gets a screen to the basket. He's fouled from behind by Giovanni Harris.
Foul on the Indians, number 10, Giovanni Harris, his first, team third. Reynolds will go to the line, shooting 2.
This free throw is good by Sam Reynolds.
0. Scales, his third.
Stebbins coach upset with the player who was called for the foul, saying there's nowhere close to the ball as we got a timeout by Stebbins. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. All timeouts this year on NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll step aside with them. Our score, Stebbins 31, Sidney 31. We'll be back here next on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, it's a 37-31. Sidney trailing Stebbins here with 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. As Sam Reynolds at the line for a second free throw, cans it. Sam Reynolds up to 6 points now. Actually make it 7. As Stebbins facing some relentless Sidney pressure. Harris up ahead. And laying it in, it's Ravon Harris-Bell. And it's a 7-point advantage for Stebbins. Vordemark goes back to Spradling, back on the right side to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Jace Daniel, back on the right side, Reynolds. Reynolds takes a 3, it falls out, rebound down to Stebbins. That quickly laid in. There by number 23, Gabe Scales. He's up to 6. Stebbins breaking the Sidney pressure pretty easy these past few possessions. Stebbins' lead grows back out to 9. The highest it's been in the game is 10. Vordemark on the right side gets a shot fake, goes on the inside. Vordemark throws it up and in. Miles Vordemark up to 14 now. As it's a 41-34 Stebbins lead over Sidney. Sidney is not led here in the second half at all. Harris-Bell tries to get on the inside. It's kicked around, and we have a jump ball. Arrow favors the Jackets as they'll get a turnover. Julius Spradling with the basketball, goes on the right side to Daniel, back over to Vordemark. Vordemark back to Daniel to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Chase Daniel. Daniel back to Spradling. Sidney going to be patient against this zone of Stebbins. Reynolds on the left side back to Vordemark. We're on the right side, Reynolds. Ball goes in the corner to Vordemark. Daniel back to Reynolds. Reynolds goes up and scores. Sam Reynolds. He is up to 9 points after they haven't scored 4 through the first half. Scored 5 this quarter. Stebbins, can they keep it alive? And they do. Ravon Harris-Bell with a Herculean effort. And Giovanni Harris rewards him. What a play. To keep that alive, what looked like would be a turnover is a huge swing there for Stebbins. And we got a foul by Stebbins on the inside. That'll be their 14th foul. So they have not been called for a foul yet in this third quarter.
Foul on the Indians, number 3, Brown, his first, team 4.
Reynolds back to Chase Daniel. He'll fire a 3. Shots long. Rebound. Spradling on the strong side. Puts it in. The second chance points is starting to add up for Sidney, and they trail by 5 as there's a foul on the Jackets on Spradling. It's the first foul called against Sidney here in the second half with 39.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Scales catches the ball in the backcourt. Gabe Scales right across the Sidney logo here at the Hive. Stebbins going to try to slow things down, but Jace Daniel playing right in the hip pocket. There, Giovanni Harris. Daniels tips the basketball, being harassed here by Sidney. And there's a walk by Ravon Harris-Bell. He dragged that pivot foot before he fired that bounce pass. Julius Spradling with the basketball. Goes back to the left side to Vordemark. Over to Sam Reynolds. Five seconds, and he's got to do something here. Reynolds, ball to Vordemark. Vordemark gets it off to Daniel. Daniel at the horn, in and out. And the end of three quarters, Stebbins leads Sidney 43-38. We'll step aside, come back with the fourth quarter of action. You're next on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Start of the fourth quarter of basketball here on NKTelco Sports. It's a 43-38 Stebbins lead over Sidney. As Sidney going to come out with some pressure here in the fourth quarter. As that's going to be a foul against Julius Spradling, a little displacement foul there. That'll be the second team foul.
Foul on the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Julius Spradling, his third, team second.
Sidney been trailing this whole second half, trying to get back in this ball game. Keep ahead and keep pace here in the Miami Valley League. Here's Bell. Might have got away with the walk. Stebbins scores on the inside. It's Camden Keller. Gives Stebbins a 7-point advantage. Ball goes back over to Vordemark. Vordemark back over to Reynolds. Back over to Spradling. In the corner to Jace Daniel. Daniel trying to get that two-back. Shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Harris Bell. Keller. He's up on the inside. Jump shots up and good. Connie Scales. Scales up to 11 now, the second Stebbins player in double figures. Along with Giovanni Harris. Ball over to Davis. There's going to be a foul against Stebbins. Go against Keller.
Keller is fourth, team fifth.
He is fourth. Team's fifth, so. Sidney approaching the bonus. Get it in. Spradling is fouled. It's Harris Bell, and Spradling jockeying for position on that ball. That's the last foul to give for Stebbins with 6:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vordemark goes back to Spradling. Goes over to Reynolds. Reynolds going to fire a three. Got it. Sam Reynolds cans home a three. And he's in double figures now with a dozen. Sidney back within 6. It was John Willoughby takes a precision strip timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports. Additional sponsors are Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securecom, and the St. Henry Bank. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, scoreboard sponsor First National Bank, timeout sponsor Precision Strip, starting lineup Emerson Copeland. Our player of the game, which I'll select later from Sidney, is brought to you by NKTelco. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of boys high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game Tuesday, February 7th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 11th at 2 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So coming out of that Precision Strip timeout, it's a 47-41 Stebbins lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. As Sam Reynolds almost celebrating a little bit there too early, so he gets a turnover out the timeout. Davis on the inside, passes it off over to Daniel. Shot's no good. Here comes Stebbins coming the other way. Ravon Harris-Bell with the sweet feet. Ravon Harris-Bell up to 8, three-pointer the other way, falls well short there for Miles Vordemark. And Ravon Harris-Bell going to trot it up the court. There's Bell, shot is no good by Scales, minimal contact there by Vordemark. Daniel on the right side, Daniel up ahead to Vordemark. Nice pass to Davis, who put it up, and it's called for a foul as Davis will shoot two. First free throw rattles out for Davis. As Jai Foster Wheeler returns for Sidney. Davis at the line, cans the free throw. 49-42 Jackets trailing. And Stebbins going to step on the line. Sidney with the basketball. Three-pointer from Sam Reynolds. Reynolds hits a three, and he's got a team-high honors of 15, and it's a 4-point game on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Stebbins trying to respond. They get it in the corner. Driving to the basket. Shot up, tipped around. Stebbins battling for position. We're going to call a foul on Vordemark going away from the ball. It'll be the third team foul on Sidney. Coach John Willoughby trying to pump up his team. He spent almost 30 years at Houston before coming here to Sidney in his 6th season. Going to the basket, laying it in. It's Kalani Scales. Vordemark with the basketball, back to Reynolds in the corner to Spradling. Spradling fires the three, shot's no good. Reynolds lost the rebound, and Stebbins has got it going the other way. Vordemark made a nice effort to try to save it. It's going to stay Stebbins basketball with exactly 4.5 minutes to go. It's a 6-point Stebbins lead, 51-45 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Reynolds was wanting to steal. He tipped it out of bounds anyway. Stebbins on the inbound. Nice play to draw contact there by Josiah Brown. Brown will go to the line and shoot 2.
Josiah Brown will go to the line, shoot 2.
First free throw rattles home for Brown. And the second free throw rattles home for Brown as well. 53-45 our score. Stebbins ahead of Sidney. Vortimer on the right side, thought about a 3. Reynolds is not thinking about it, he's gonna do it. Shot's no good, rebound racing the other way is Stebbins, and laying it in is Gabe Scales. The lead is back out to 10 for Stebbins. Reynolds. It's worked over Vortimer. Vortimer drives the baseline, there's a block, and Miles Vortimer is gonna shoot 2. Vortimer cans the first free throw. And they're going to come back in. Second free throw is good for Miles. Vortimer and Reynolds jockeying for position on the lead scorer mark. 16 points for Vortimer now here tonight as Stebbins turns it over in transition. Exactly what the City Yellow Jackets needed here. Sidney going to be a little patient here. Trailing by 8. Vortimer with the ball on the left side. Stebbins staying in that zone. New on the inside, loses the basketball back to Reynolds. Reynolds in the corner, trying to find a teammate. He kicks it back to Spradling. Patient possession for Sidney. Reynolds gonna fire a 3, no good. Weak side rebound though by Sidney. Great play by Foster Wheeler to get that rebound. Long possession for Sidney, trailing by 8. Foster Wheeler goes up, it's blocked from behind. Stebbins couldn't quite keep it alive, but that's a nice defensive play by Stebbins. So they're gonna come out in a box set. Vortimer on the right side, gets over to Reynolds. Reynolds drives baseline, up and under. Sam Reynolds scores, and Coach John Willoughby wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Our score, Stebbins 49, Sidney 49, Stebbins 55. We'll step aside here next on NKTelco Sports.
We are here. And here. And here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, a 55-49 Stebbins advantage with 2:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Sidney trying to get back in this game. They've been trailing the whole second half, but their task got a little stiffer there as that lay-in by Kawani Scales. He's up to 15. Three-pointer from Sam Reynolds. Gets some of that back. And Sam Reynolds up to 17 now. Up to 20. I take that back. Above his season average. Sidney gets a turnover. Reynolds in transition. Reynolds lays it in. Reynolds up to 22, and it's a 3-point game before we blinked. And the Sidney crowd now on its feet. The student section's alive, and Vortemart going to get a foul in the backcourt. That's the 5th Sidney team foul. So a quick 5-0 swing here by Sam Reynolds gets the Jackets back within 3. Stebbins trying to get in. It's Rayvon Harris-Bell. Never established himself in the front court. No over and back as Harris-Bell to the basket. Gets the friendly roll. And he lays it in, and Sidney's deficit back down to 5. Reynolds has the hot hand. Let's see if they go to him. They go to Vortemart on the left wing. He fires a 3, shot short, rebound down to Stebbins. Sidney. They get back on defense. There's a 3 from the corner, shot short. Offensive rebound, Stebbins. Shot is good on the inside. Up and in for Lyles. Vortemart in transition. Lost his footing. Good call by the official. As Mitchell Davis going to come back in. And we have foul down the sideline as I don't know if Sidney's going to consider fouling already. It's the last foul Sidney can give as Jace Daniels going to come back in. They're going to come back over Jai Foster Wheeler. Ball's inbounded in. Stebbins up ahead, going to back it out under 90 seconds to go. 61-54. Stebbins ahead of Sidney. Nice Brandon Coverman. Glad he can join us here on NKTelco. Stebbins just burning some clock here. Stebbins driving on the inside. They'll kick it back out. Vortemart looks like he's trying to foul. Long possession for Stebbins. Shot's no good. They'll get the rebound. They burned 30 seconds this possession. And Sidney's got to start thinking about using its fouls. And there they do. Sam Reynolds is going to use one. His be his second, team 7th. So one-on-one opportunity for Rayvon Harris-Bell. Harris-Bell cans the first free throw. Stebbins lead back out to 8. Sidney had it within 3 here just moments ago, but have not been able to get over that hilltop of retaking the lead. Harris-Bell at the line. Takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball, takes another dribble. Dips the knees, fires, and cannot connect. A split pair from the line, ball on the ground, and there's going to be a Sidney foul as they scrum for the ball. And Stebbins will go back to having the one and bonus opportunity, be Laval Lyles.
Lyles will go to the line, shooting 1-1.
Got some sweat on the ball, so they're going to clear it off here. Line shot's no good. The break Sidney needed. Let's see if they can capitalize. Vortemart in the lane quickly puts up the teardrop. Shot is short. And Sidney's got to start thinking about fouling immediately, and they do. And Vortemart the foul. And ahead as going to the line for Stebbins is Josiah Brown. Brown dips the knees, fires, and connects. Josiah Brown cans the first free throw. A 9-point lead for Stebbins. Brown at the line, cannot connect. Ball on the floor, Stebbins gets it. And they're gonna pull it out. Sidney's gotta think about using another foul. They'll kick it out. Stebbins thinks about using the three, and Jace Daniel is gonna have to use the foul as the clock freezes with 27.9 seconds, and Stebbins trying to pull this out to a double-digit lead. First free throw is good by Brown. It's a double-digit lead for Stebbins as it looks like they're going to get their 5th win of the season here. It's 2 free throws good there as we have a full timeout by Stebbins. We'll take it with them 65-45 or 65-54. Stebbins over Sidney here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, 27.9 seconds to go here in varsity action. The Stebbins Indians lead the Sidney Yellow Jackets 65-54, and the Sidney Yellow Jackets trying to get something here. If not, Stebbins is probably going to pull out this victory here. Spradling going to race up ahead quickly, lays in the 2. So Julius Spradling scores, and we have a timeout by Coach John Willoughby, and we'll take it with them, a 65-56 lead for Stebbins. We're back here next on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
21 seconds to go here on NKTelco Sports. A 65-56 Stebbins lead over Sidney, and there's a foul in the backcourt on Ravon Harris-Bell, and Harris-Bell will go shoot 2 free throws and try to ice this game for the Stebbins Indians, as it looks like they're going to get their 5th win of the season and split the season series with Sidney, get their 5th win in this series against the Sidney Yellow Jackets, who for about 17.6 seconds as of now hold a 17-4 or 19-4 series advantage in these teams' history. As Harris-Bell misses the first free throw. And Stebbins will knock Sidney back in the standings. Had a 2-game lead in the Valley Division. We'll get knocked down to a game and a half here after this, as both free throws are missed. Sidney up ahead quickly. Julius Spradling gets that ball stolen away, and Stebbins loses it. Reynolds up ahead to Vordemark, tipped away, and that'll be it. Stebbins will get the 65-55 victory, as There's a travel there, but it's not going to matter. A 65-56 Stebbins win here as they'll move to 5-9 and 4-8 in the Miami Valley League, and Sidney will drop to 7-8. As again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports, because without them, we would not be able to bring you high school action here tonight. They are Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, scoreboard sponsor First National Bank, starting lineup sponsors Emerson Climate Technologies, timeout sponsor Precision Strip, and our player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. Our additional sponsors are Burke Petroleum, Jiltex LLC, Site Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Heelsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, the St. Henry Bank, and Wilson Health. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 and HDN Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game Tuesday, February 7th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 11th at 2 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So let's take a look at the final scoring totals here tonight, which for Sidney and Stebbins here tonight. As we take a look here for Stebbins, they had 7, 9, 11, 15 from Kiwani Scales. From Ravon Harris Bell, they had 12. They had from Josiah Brown, they had 9. For Jawani Harris, they had 11, 5 for Camden Keller, 4 for Laval Lyles, and 8 for Gabe Scales. For Sidney, they were led with 2 points by Sam Reynolds. Miles Vordemark had 16. There was 8 for Julius Spradling, 5 for Mitchell Davis, and 3 for Jace Daniel, 2 for Jai Foster Wheeler. After 1 quarter of play, Stebbins led 16-12 at half. Stebbins led 31-23. After 3 quarters, Stebbins led 43-38. And the final here tonight was Stebbins over Sidney, 65-56. It's a game that Stebbins led the whole second half. They led most of the second quarter as well, and they pulled away. And a game where Sidney really struggled to really decipher that zone and never really get on a run to overtake the Stebbins Indians as Stebbins splits the season series. And Sidney now has some work to do, has some games to win, but the good thing is they still control their own destiny in terms of the Miami Valley League. So in terms of the Valley Division and winning that, as Sidney drops below 500 is 7-8 here on the season. And Stebbins goes to 5-9 and 4-8 in the Miami Valley League. They'll play next at Greenville on Tuesday, as the Sidney Yellow Jackets drop below 500 to 7-8 and drop to 6-6 in Miami Valley League play. They'll be back in action next Tuesday against the Vandalia Butler Aviators. That's a game you can catch here at home here on NKTelco Sports. Brandon Coverman, me, speaking right now to you, and Michael Laws will be on the call for that game. Again, about maybe a 6 o'clock tip time for the JV varsity to follow afterwards here that you can follow on NKTelco Sports. So before we leave here tonight, we'd like to name our player of the game here, brought to you by NKTelco, and for Sidney, none other than Sam Reynolds. Sam, 22 points tonight. After a 4-point first half, he had 18 points to try to keep his team in the game. Wasn't enough. It's the Sidney Yellow Jackets fall here tonight to the Stebbins Indians here in Miami Valley League action. So for the final time here tonight, the Stebbins Indians defeat the Sidney Yellow Jackets 65-56. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of NKTelco Sports. My name is Brandon Coverman, and we'll catch you here next time on NKTelco Sports.